Good afternoon, everyone. This is North Shore Preparedness coming to you from the beautiful North Shores of Lake Ontario. Today is Saturday, July the 18th, 2020, and it's a hot day. I've got my air conditioning off to make this video for you guys, but it's hot out. I'm up in Canada. It's friggin' hot. Down where some of you guys are, sorry man, hope you stay cool. What I've got for you guys today is my second unboxing video. As you know, the first unboxing video was the Sultan Vita Pro Food Dehydrator, which I love and will be using more and sharing more videos with you guys. Now, before we get into the unboxing, I'll just give you a little view of what I have chosen. See if we can get this to focus. 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 What I've chosen for my unboxing knife today is this crappy little lock blade. It's got a little stainless butt on it here, and a little stainless thing here. It's got a bit of wood in the handle here. It's got a like a 2-inch blade on it. It's very small, but it does lock, so it will not smash down on my fingers when I'm using it like other crappy blades have before. And it fits nicely into my pocket. So should we need a knife, we'll be using that. If I run into extreme trouble, I will use this Guatemalan machete to smash the box into submission. Hopefully that will not be the case, but we will keep it handy. Alright, so as many of you know, before we get into it, again, my unboxing rock shirt today is the Headstones. The Headstones are an awesome 90s sort of rock alternative punk band out of Kingston, Ontario. Excuse me, great Canadian band featuring the singer Hugh Dillon, who went on to have a very successful acting career in some kind of TV series that was about detectives or police or something like that. But he went and he did that for 20 years. They're back making music now. They absolutely rock. If you can catch them in a small venue, do that for sure. But if you do not get near the front of the stage. Hugh is a spitter. Okay, just so y'all know. All right. So now, without further ado, let's get into this unboxing. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long. If it doesn't take too long, I will have a second bonus unboxing for you guys. But, okay, alright, so as some of you know, I bought a still. I went out and I bought a still. And what do you use a still for? You use it to make alcohol. Okay, now, with this still I can make rubbing alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol. I can make hand sanitizer. I can distill water. But this one in particular is designed for making alcohol. The drinkable kind. Now, when we hear the word still, the classic image that comes to mind is a great big, at least for me anyways, is a great big copper kettle, and then it has a big copper hose running off of it, and it has some type of copper coil running down through some sort of running cool water to facilitate that process, and it's either on a stove or over a flame or something like that. Alright, we've got modern technology going on here, and so that is not the case. This is an electric appliance, and here it is. We have the, if I can see it here, it's Still Spirits. Yep, there it is, Still Spirits Air Still. Alright, so here we go. This is as I got it from the brewer supply the other day. I haven't looked inside. I haven't opened it in any way whatsoever. And so far, I do not need a blade of any kind. Now, the brewer supplier did give me a couple of bottles of enhancer. One is for Jamaican rum. Another is for a, this one over here is for a vodka, so I don't know, I like rum, and you know, vodka's sort of neutral, so I will eventually be using those. I'm just gonna pop this down off the table. We got it sealed up in some styrofoam here, so I'm gonna pop it down here, pull it up out of the styrofoam, and see what we got here. If I can manage it without making too much of a mess. Got a bit of paperwork in here. This looks like a leaflet. There's some, on the back of it, there's some terminology, air still instructions. 2, 3, that's it. The instructions for this is a 4-page leaflet, so it's obviously not very complicated to use. So we'll just set that here, and let's, oh look, I am gonna need a knife. Okay, good thing I put one in my pocket. So this wasn't cheap. This and the accessories that go with it were about, sort of around 450 Canadian. To get everything. But this will pay for itself. Let me just get through this. Yeah, there's an extra crappy knife, but it does have a nice sharp little blade on it. And it's not going to fall over on my knuckle. Just lay this aside here and see if we can get the rest of this off of here. So how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great weekend. It is hot. I hope you're staying cool. Wherever you are. You know, getting some air conditioning or maybe a swim or whatever you can get going on. This is just some things I'm pulling out of the back side of this styrofoam package. Has some compartments in here, and I just pulled this plastic piece. It was tucked in here. So there's, I believe this is the power cord. I think this is a spout thingy that your final product comes out of. All right, we've got this opened up, I think. So let's just crack it open and see what we got. Trying to make a mess or break anything apart. It's expensive, so I don't want to break it, but it will pay for itself in time. Like I said, I can make all the isopropyl alcohol. What's this stuff? 90. This is 91%. This is the good stuff. They don't even use this on you when you go to get your blood taken or anything. The nurse just uses some of that 72 or whatever. So I can use this to make the good stuff, or like I say, to distill water. There's a lot of things that need distilled water, like irons. You need to put distilled water in irons. You need to put distilled water in like humidifiers. Steam cleaners, I think, require distilled water as well. So I can make a lot of things with this. Okay, so here's our item. Actually, this is the front of it, I think. Yep, just like that. Let me just go zoom that a little wee bit so you can see it a little bit better. Let me just flip the camera around and hopefully I don't touch any buttons. Usually, all right. So I'm making this video here, and I'm using my tripod that I got at the flea market the other weekend. This is its maiden voyage. It seems to be working real well, but when I start touching cameras with my fingers, I start, you know, my fingers hit buttons and it shuts off. Or like you guys know, I make terrible videos, so. That's not really much of a shocker to y'all. But yeah, I'll try not to hit the camera with my fingers. Okay, so here it is. This is an electric still. Now this is an air-cooled thing. It's got a fan in it, and it's air-cooled. It doesn't need any water circulation to cool the evaporating alcohol. It does it via air. So you know, even in a post-event, something like this could be used You know, if you've got a source of, I just gotta flip the camera back around the viewfinder so I can see it, make sure everything's running well here. Yeah, this can be used in a post event. It does require electricity, but you know, if you've got a solar source or wind generation, you know, some type of water driven hydroelectric system, you can use one of these to produce alcohol or hand sanitizer or isopropyl alcohol or distilled water. Now, this is specifically designed and temperature controlled. Now, it's very uncomplicated. It doesn't have a temperature control on it whatsoever. It just has this little start button. That's all it has. This comes in two pieces, and okay, so this power cord will fit. Give me that. This power cord. Oh, twist tie. I'll keep that. I always keep twist ties and bread tops and all those things. Okay, so this power cord will fit. Look at the shape of it. It's basically just like a computer supply, a power supply for your computer. So if you've got one of those and you lose this cord, you can use that. So that just plugs in here, like that. This top part with all the electronics plugs into here. So the power source goes into here and obviously runs a heating system through this basin. And the power supply obviously runs from here to here to power the fan mechanism. So the top part plugs into here. Let me just see if I can turn it a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. The top portion plugs into here, into this base. So to get the top portion off, you need to unplug this from the canister. And to my understanding, it should just lift off. It just lifts off, and it's got a nice. It feels like kind of like a rubberized plastic, maybe a silicone type of seal running all the way around here to seal the top of this vessel for when you're distilling off your alcohol or distilled water or whatever it is that you're distilling. It forms a seal all the way around the top of this. Now this is a nice vessel. Let me just see if I can get it a bit closer to the camera so give you guys a bit of a better look at it. I'll take it around here. I may adjust the viewfinder a little bit so I can see it a little bit better, but I want to try and show you guys the inside of this. Okay. Alright, here we go here. Okay, so you can see it's a nice, complete stainless steel one-piece item. There's no seams or anything like that inside of there. And as I understand, once you go through the process of having fermented your first batch of liquids with yeast and sugar and whatnot, there's a fill line in here. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's right there. You fill it to that level. You put your lid back on. As such. I'm not sure if there's a very, very specific way it's supposed to go on. I'll take it back here so you can see. Put your liquids in, put your top back on, get the top plugged back into its base. Then you plug your power supply in, plug it into the wall. You put a container down here, and after this runs for about an hour and comes up to temperature, it starts to let the alcohol drip out of there. So there was not much in this box, just those things, a little instruction booklet, a couple of spirit flavorings. Now, to my understanding, what you're making with this when you're brewing, or sorry, distilling alcohol, is, I think in a nutshell, it's like Alcool, which is sort of like a neutral flavored alcohol that's consumable, and that's what these guys are for. Is there to flavor it in any way that you want. I've tried the Scotch. A buddy of mine who actually introduced me to this product, he gave me a bottle of Scotch that he brewed, and I'm not a Scotch guy, but it tasted fine as far as Scotch goes. If you're a purist, if you're like a rye guy, and it needs to be made out of proper rye grains and this and that, this isn't something for you. You get Scotch snobs, you get rye snobs, you got wine snobs. Speaking about wine, okay, and brewing things, here's something else I got on the go. There's a jug of hobo wine right there. You know what that is?